Welcome guys. Today we present to you the top 5 adventure games released on mobile. Before watching the video, put a like and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the video.
Lewis the Game, an offline game with a size of 3.2 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Lewis the Game is an action and adventure game where you accompany the official mascot of luxury brand Louis Vuitton as she collects candles, exploring dreamy scenarios and avoiding obstacles while finding all the rewards. Lewis the Game has beautiful 3D graphics that also happen to be incredibly relaxing. These natural spaces are full of surprises and dotted with candles you need to collect to complete each challenge. Each time you pick up a candle, you'll unlock postcards and other objects that reveal information about Louis Vuitton's story. The controls are very intuitive. All you have to do is tap on the virtual joystick on the left side of the screen to move Vivian. On the right, on the other hand, you'll see several action buttons for jumping or using the skills you've unlocked. You can also look in your backpack to see all the objects you've collected. Discover all the secrets in this magical universe by accompanying Vivian through each stage of this gorgeous game, learning about the history of one of the most famous fashion brands in the world as you go. Bendy and the Ink Machine, an offline game with a size of 1.3 gigabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Bendy and the Ink Machine is a survival horror game that features a mixture of puzzle solving, environment exploration, and combat to aid Henry on his journey through the darkened halls of Joey Drew Studios. Players explore through a first-person view and have limited physical actions such as running and jumping. Different items can be collected, some of which are required to perform various tasks before proceeding. Combat is primarily focused around a variety of different melee-based weapons, such as an axe or scythe, and there are also long-range weapons such as a Tommy gun or empty bacon soup cans. In-game enemies all have different strength levels and resilience to damage, forcing players to be tactical about keeping out of reach and striking when necessary. Failure to do so will result in death. In addition, players can find numerous audio logs throughout the studio that give more details about the game's story, particularly concerning the fate of the studio and its employees, similar to the systems used in games such as BioShock.
You do not deserve a place in
Admar, an offline game with a size of 280 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. Admar is a mix of action, adventure and 2D platformer where you control Admar, a Viking who has been cut off from the rest of his tribe, who decides to go on an adventure to show the world the great power he holds within. The Admar controls are perfectly adapted to touchscreens. With your left thumb you can move your character from the left to the right of the screen, while with your right thumb you can jump and attack. In the options menu, you can hide the controls or leave them visible. In Admar, levels last for around 5 minutes. In this time you have to try and take all the runes that you find on the way, as well as 3 coins hidden in each level, all this while completing puzzles, jumping between platforms and destroying monsters. It is important to note that the full Admar adventure has 24 different levels. This free version of the game, as you might expect, only includes the first few, so you can get a good idea of the quality of the game. Admar is an excellent mix of action and platformer with some of the best graphics found on mobile, a fantastic title, worthy of respect even among PC and console games. The Academy: The First Riddle, an offline game with a size of 800 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. The Academy: The First Riddle is an adventure and puzzle game that puts you in control of Sam, a young student who's new to the Academy. This place is a legendary school that has always attracted the most active and brilliant minds but hides more than one dark secret. The Academy. The first Riddle's control system is perfectly suited for touchscreens. With your left thumb, you can move your character, and with the right thumb, you can control the camera. In the Academy. The first Riddle, you have to face more than 200 different puzzles, each different from the last and usually with different mechanics. The variety of puzzles is spectacular, so every time you face one, you can enjoy a new experience. All of these puzzles are also perfectly connected to the story of the game itself, which you'll discover little by little. The Academy. The first Riddle is the first episode of this fascinating puzzle adventure. The game also has a wonderful visual section, which is just as good as other titles for PCs and consoles. Typoman Remastered, an offline game with a size of 860 megabytes, available on Android and iPhone. You slip into the role of a character made of letters, struggling to make your way through a dark and hostile world. Despite your small stature, you have a powerful gift. You can craft words which will have an effect on the environment, but choose your words wisely. Typoman Remastered, winner of numerous awards and widely recognized as one of the most unique indie games, Typoman takes you on a journey of an unusual hero to find the last letter and restore hope in a merciless world. Wield the power of altering the world by creating, changing or destroying words, and solve ingenious and challenging puzzles with a unique aesthetic mix of typography and pen and ink graphics.